The 12 Labors of Heracles. In the age when gods still walked among mortals and monsters prowled the earth, there lived a hero whose name echoed louder than thunder, Heracles, known to the Romans as Hercules, born of Zeus, king of the gods, and a mortal woman named Alcmene. Heracles possessed strength beyond any man, but his life would be one of struggle, sorrow, and greatness. Though destined for glory, Heracles was cursed from birth. Hera, queen of the gods and wife of Zeus, burned with jealousy over her husband's infidelity and swore vengeance on the boy. From his cradle, she tormented him. Even as an infant, Heracles strangled 2 serpents she sent to kill him. He grew into a mighty warrior, beloved by men and feared by beasts. But Hera was not finished. In a fit of divine madness, she caused Heracles to lose control of his mind, and, in his rage, he struck down his wife and children. When he awoke, horror gripped him. To atone for the terrible crime, he went to the oracle of Delphi, who declared that he must serve King Eurystheus of Mycenae and complete 12 impossible labors. Only then could he find redemption, and so began the greatest series of trials in all of Greek myth. First, he was sent to slay the Nemean lion, a beast with a hide no blade could pierce. Heracles wrestled it barehanded, crushed it with his strength, and wore its pelt as armor from that day on. Second, he faced the Lernaean hydra, a serpent with many heads. Cut one off, and 2 would grow back. With the help of his nephew, Iolaus, he burned each neck stump after severing a head, finally defeating the monster. Third, he captured the golden hind of Artemis, a sacred deer, swift as the wind. Heracles chased it for a year before capturing it without harm, winning even the goddess's respect. Fourth, he brought back the Erymanthian boar, a monstrous beast of the mountains. Heracles drove it into deep snow and carried it back alive. Fifth, he cleaned the filthy Augean stables, which had not been touched in decades. He rerouted 2 rivers to wash the filth away in a single day, but Eurystheus refused to count the labor, claiming it didn't involve direct effort. Sixth, he drove away the Stymphalian birds, vicious creatures with bronze beaks and metallic feathers that rained death. With a rattle given by Athena, he startled them into the air and shot them down. Seventh, he captured the Cretan bull, a wild beast of immense power. Heracles wrestled it to the ground and brought it back across the sea. Eighth, he stole the man-eating mares of Diomedes, feeding their master to them and taming the vicious horses through fear and strength. Ninth, he retrieved the girdle of Hippolyta, queen of the Amazons. Though she offered it freely, Hera stirred up battle, and Heracles was forced to fight for the prize. 10th, he journeyed far to steal the cattle of the monster Geryon, who had 3 bodies. After slaying Geryon and his guard dog, Heracles drove the cattle back across the continents, facing many trials along the way. 11th, he stole the golden apples of the Hesperides, guarded by nymphs and the 100-headed dragon Ladon. Some say he tricked the Titan Atlas into retrieving the apples while Heracles held the heavens in his place. 12th and final, he descended into the realm of the dead to bring back the 3-headed dog Cerberus, guardian of the underworld. With no weapons, he wrestled the beast into submission and led it into the light, completing his final task. Each labor tested not just his strength, but his courage, cleverness, and resolve. When the 12 labors were complete, Heracles stood no longer as just a man, but as a symbol of perseverance, of redemption, of rising again after unimaginable pain. Though his life would continue with trials and tragedy, his name would live on forever. The 12 labors of Heracles remind us that even the strongest among us must face our demons, pay for our mistakes, and struggle towards something greater. And that true heroism lies not in being flawless, but in never giving up the fight.